10 toes down, I'ma ride with the gang. My whole life I've been doing my thing. Get that money, ain't no thing. Anything I do, I
Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is my mic clear? I think it's clear now. All right. We back. We back. I'm sorry. We back. Listen, we live in a day and age in basketball where it's more easier to score points, right? So it's natural for guys that not supposed to be putting up stats, put up stats that they're not supposed to be putting. Okay? It's just due to the fact that it's inflated numbers. All right. So for Bam Adebayo, a guy that's a natural defensive basketball player, all right, for him to score 83 points, surpassing Kobe Bryant, is crazy. You got now Wilt Chamberlain, Bam Adebayo, and Kobe Bryant for the 3 of the highest scoring games in NBA history. This convinced me even more that if Michael Jordan played in today's league, he'd have a 90-point game because it's so damn easy to score basketball. Bam Adebayo scoring 83 points is unimaginable. It's not supposed to be happening. It's just because this era is fucking nuts. This man took 43 free throws. You think Michael Jordan can't get 43 free throws when you just breathe on people? And Michael Jordan is a superstar and he would get a superstar call? Oh my God. Now, a lot of people not going to make a big deal about this because this ain't LeBron James with 83 points. All right. This ain't Kevin Durant with 83 points. This ain't Steph Curry with 83 points. Right? We're talking about relatively a guy that's an NBA half what nobody. A guy that most people who follow basketball don't really. Bam Adebayo don't move the needle. All right. He's Bam Adebayo. He's just known for playing defense. How is a guy known for playing defense score fucking 83 points? I'm convinced I could score 90 points in today's league. It is ludicrous for a guy like that to score 83 points. That's nuts. Absolutely. Kobe and Michael Jordan will have at least like a 45, 50-point season. It is so easy to score in today's league. The game is wide open. You can't touch nobody. There's no 7-foot guy standing in front of the rim to contest your shots. So if you blow by one defender, you got an easy way to the basket. But I'm not going to take this away from Bam Adebayo. It is remarkable that a guy that's not a scorer could score 83 points. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know if this is a product of good luck or a product of just what the NBA is, right? Yeah, Tavius, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know whether to give the guy credit for 83 points or know what I know, that it's easy to score a lot of points. Did I told you guys that today's league is so wide open, all right? Anybody could score points. You guys be excited over these inflated numbers. Just about any basketball player. A guy could come off the bench and drop 90. It's that easy. He just got to hold on to the ball and shoot a lot because you're going to get the foul call on you, right? That is nuts. This man, Bam Adebayo, went to the free throw line more than James Harden. And James Harden is an offensive-minded basketball player. Yo, this is history in the making. A history game that no superstar will hold, because Bam Adebayo is not a superstar. Because if this was LeBron James, everybody be on his DICK. Everybody be talking about this if this was LeBron doing it. Maybe if Luka did it, everybody be talking about it. But since it's Bam Adebayo, everybody going to act like they never heard of this before. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody taking some facts. You can't hand check. You can't even put your hand on somebody. You used to be able to check somebody from the minute they pick up the basketball. The minute you inbound the ball in, you're supposed to guard that guy from half court to the other half court. Now they let the guy go to the half court without no resemblance of defense at all. Today's league is nothing but offense. Nobody plays defense. Nobody plays defense. Very few. And the ones that are good at defense, they're good at surprise defense. What I mean is they just had to play mind games or do something else to get into a player's mind, affect a player's game because they can't physically touch the guy, right? This is nuts. You literally handicap defense just for guys to score more points. This is why games are like 163 points. What was the score of this Washington Wizards game? Like 148 to like 130 something, right? This man got 83 points from a free throw shot. Don't sit there and tell me that Bam Adebayo is so good offensively that you got to keep fouling the guy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Michael Jordan would have a 90-point game if he played in today's league. A guy with that killer instinct like Michael Jordan, if you equivalent Michael Jordan's 69-point game and Michael Jordan's 63-point game, if you put that in today's rules, he gets double that. That's a 90-point game for both of those games. You know how they say $50 is equal to like $100 in today's world, right? Because the value of $1 is different now, right? So it's just like when you buy video games, they cost $70, right? But back in the 80s and 90s, $50 was the average price of a video game. That was equivalent to what $70 is now. Because inflation, the price goes up. Same thing with jobs. Making $15 an hour used to be called a good job, right? Minimum wage was like $8, $9, $10. You'd be lucky to get $10 per hour back in the day. That was minimum wage. Minimum wage now is $18 per hour. So having a real good job now is like having $25 an hour, $30 an hour. That's equivalent to what I'm trying to say now, right? So the value of it is different. So Michael Jordan's 63 points in the 80s is equivalent to him having 90-point games in today's league because of the no defense rules. Yes, Michael Jordan was a beast when you was allowed to be physical. Elbows, bloody lips. All right? Jordan rules. When the guy goes up in the air, matter of fact, before he even takes off, you smack the shit out of Michael Jordan. And it was a common foul. One common foul could have ended your whole career. A free Michael Jordan wish he played in today's league. He'd be so free. He'd be so free. And don't sit there and tell me, hey, he don't get this, bullshit. Kawhi Leonard was called one of the best basketball players in the world. And he's a Jordan hybrid. Okay? He shoots the mid-range. He's an okay three-point shooter. And he was considered the best basketball player in the world, unguardable at some points. Now imagine Michael Jordan with his athletic ability, Kawhi Leonard style defense, and his ability to score the ball. Get out of here. Michael Jordan will have like a 90-point game. So would Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's 81 would be 100 points in today's league. And that's nuts. I don't want to take this away from Bam Adebayo and like completely disrespect the guy, but he shouldn't be having no 83-point game. He's not even a superstar. This is what I keep telling you. These players got inflated numbers, and you guys act like these stats are real good stats. They're just inflated stats. All these guys averaging like 30 plus points a game. It's like 10 of them, 15 of them. It's not because of the talent. It's because of the rules. If a lot of these guys played with defensive rules, a lot of them would not be averaging 30 points a game. I could guarantee you that. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will not average 30 points a game. I could guarantee you that because he's a free throw merchant. You take away those free throws and those foul calls that SGA get, he will not average no damn 30 points a game. I could guarantee you that. He got knocked to his ass and he wouldn't get no foul call. He would have to come up with a different skill set, but he don't got the athletic ability to do it. Great player. He's a fundamentally sound player because he don't got no athletic ability. The Joker would be a problem in any generation, if you ask me. But he holds on to the ball a lot. With a little physical rules, the Joker may lose like 6 or 7 points from his career average, which isn't that much, right? LeBron James would be Sean Kemp and Karl Malone rolled in one. He'd be a mix between that because you've taken away some of his offensive ability and freedom to get free throws. Hold on for a minute. This is amazing. This is crazy. And this is going to go under the rug because the NBA don't want to see a guy like Bam Adebayo score 83 points. They want a guy like Steph Curry to do this. And if you ask me, Steph Curry, if you give him 43 shots and he make half of those with threes, he could get a 90-point game. Y'all lucky Steph Curry play in a basketball team where they actually play team ball and they don't let one guy take all the shots. But if you let Steph Curry take all the shots for one night, he will have a 90-point game just because of the three ball alone. Steph Curry will have a 93-point game. Let Steph Curry have 43, 50 shots a night. He going to drop a 90-point game. And half of those shots going to be threes. We all know the man can make threes. So don't let him get hot and shoot a bunch of threes. He'll have probably like 60 by halftime. He have like 60 points by halftime. But the Golden State Warriors play team basketball. They play Princeton offense. They will never let Steph Curry shoot that much times. But that's nuts. That proves my point even more. If you give a guy the basketball enough times in today's league, he's going to drop a lot of points. You're just holding on to the ball for a long time, being ball dominant. That don't mean you're a good basketball player. You can inflate your numbers by taking a bunch of shots. Any player could do that in today's league. Anybody. You know? And what makes me so sad and hurts my heart, there's a lot of good defensive players that will be real good defensive players if you let them play defense. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard, all right? Guys like that would be even better defensive players if you allow them to be physical a little bit. They'll be great stoppers. But their defense is even hampered. We never got to see the best of Kawhi Leonard defensively because the NBA won't allow him to be it. We never got to see the best of Giannis Antetokounmpo defensively because the NBA won't allow it. Victor Wembanyama is a good defensive player mainly because of his size. But if you let him be physical, he'd be even more of a better defensive basketball player. He'd be damn near the second coming of fucking Bill Russell. A man 7 foot tall that already could play defense in a league that don't let you play defense? That's crazy. Exactly. Jay is right on point. And speaking of Michael Jordan, he did an interview when he said, I don't believe in this, whole GOAT stuff. That's exactly what a guy that's the greatest of all time should say. Because the people decide and elect you as GOAT. Michael Jordan, you don't have to say you the GOAT. The people will say it. The fans will say it. You are the people's champ. You are the greatest basketball player of all time. You don't have to self-proclaim yourself as the GOAT. We'll do that for you. You just sit back and keep quiet. The fans will always call you the GOAT. Guys like Floyd Mayweather, LeBron James, self-proclaimed GOATs that nobody believe in. Great at a lot of things, but the master of nothing. That's what LeBron James is. Anytime you have to call yourself the GOAT, you are not the GOAT. People have to call you that. And maybe if LeBron actually just focused on playing basketball and let the dominoes fall where the dominoes fall, people will actually give you different credit. Yeah. Oh, my God. Dennis Rodman will be reduced to a lower player because what he does best will get downgraded. They won't let Dennis Rodman play defense in today's league. So he will have to be a scorer because everybody that plays basketball in today's league, you have to score. So Dennis Rodman will be a complete different basketball player. If he don't have the ability to score the basketball, he won't be in the NBA. Which makes it suck because everybody's not supposed to score. What happened to the hustle guys? What happened to the rebounders, the defensive players, the shot blockers, the playmakers? Everybody can't be a scorer. I don't want everybody being the same. Part of what makes basketball special is the diversity of everybody playing completely different. That's what makes basketball special. Right? If everybody's scoring points, nobody's special no more. You all do the same damn thing. You can't separate nobody and say this is the best defensive player of all time because you never got the chance to play defense to the best of your ability. The NBA should always be 50% offense, 50% defense. That's it. None should be over the other. None should be over. It should be equal balance. And there's only a few times in the NBA era that I could think of that was an equal balance. The early 2000s with Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, basketball was really even. It was offense and defense, and it was like 50-50. It was the most balanced time ever. One of the most balanced times ever, right? You had all-stars. You had superstars. You had role players. Everybody fit in the category. Now you don't know who's who or what's what because everybody putting up inflated numbers. Now, a lot of people are going to say Bam Adebayo is a superstar because how you score 83 points and not be called a superstar, right? But he's not a superstar. Yeah. You never seen Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson wanting to be on the same team. LeBron would have wanted to play with all three of those guys. He don't want to compete against them. He'd rather be their teammate. He'd rather be on the team and say, hey, not one, not two, not three. I can win multiple championships with Jordan and all these other dudes. He don't want to compete. And Charles Barkley was right about that when he called LeBron out. And LeBron got his feelings. People got tired of you want to play with everybody, dog. We want to see you compete so we can actually call you something instead of just you handpicking people you want to play with. But nevertheless, Bam Adebayo. This is crazy. I know something was going to happen like this to prove my point, because I kept telling you guys that today's league is nothing but an offensive playground style basketball. All right? It's just a bunch of guys chucking up shots. And if somebody just happens to get hot, they get hot. There's no true, really good offensive players because you don't know who's the great offensive players because they're all pitting up inflated numbers. You have no idea who's really a natural scorer. Kobe Bryant was a natural scorer. Michael Jordan was a natural scorer. Michael Jordan is the greatest two-way basketball player ever, period. From offense to defense, he was equally great at both. There was none over or above the other. That's what made him great. Getting stops and scoring when needed. Effective basketball scoring. But I can't tell who's a good scorer now because a lot of these dudes don't play no defense. Now, there is some guys that show resemblance of it. Like Anthony Edwards is a good two-way basketball player. He's good, but he's not great. But I would never know if he's really a great two-way basketball player because his defense will always be handicapped. So you just handicap the greatness of Anthony Edwards. We would never know if he's really a good defensive basketball player. Right? We would never know if he's really a good offensive basketball player because the defense will let him get whatever he wants. So it's going to make him look like he's a real good offensive player, even if he's not. So you just robbed Anthony Edwards of his greatness because we don't know what he really will be. This is my point of what I'm trying to make. We would never know. You're not going to even know if Bam Adebayo really like that for scoring. Right? We all know he's not. The man never been a top 5 in scoring. He's not a consistent scorer. He was always known as just a shot blocker or a defensive style basketball player. This man is not a scorer. So for him to get 83 points, it's disrespectful to basketball, but at the same time, it's also something to be like, is this impressive or not? Do you think this is more impressive than Kobe Bryant's 81-point game? Because you suspect Kobe Bryant to drop an 81-point game, but you damn sure don't suspect Bam Adebayo to drop an 80-point game. That's nuts. This man didn't leave this game till he got enough points to surpass Kobe Bryant. Talking about stat pad. He know he was on that record. Hey, I got to get that second record. I may never win a championship, so let me just get this record real quick. Wow. Just when you thought you've seen it all. This is by far the weakest generation of basketball. This is the weakest era of basketball. Not the 2010s, not the 2000s, not the 90s, not the 80s. This era, the 2020s, is the weakest era in basketball history. There's a reason why ratings are going down. This is by far the weakest era of basketball. The All-Star game. What the fuck was that? They changed this game so much that some stuff ain't recognizable no more. The MVP don't even mean that much no more. It seems like a pointless award now, like a award that you just get for being famous. Damn near nothing has value anymore. Everything is devalued. You got this in-season tournament, people celebrating it like it's an NBA championship. Then you got the nerve for people to sit there and promote that on the same level as an NBA championship. So you mean to tell me an in-season tournament holds the same value as a fucking NBA championship? How disrespectful is that? That is just dumb. This in-season tournament don't even tell you if you're the best regular season team. Because teams that win it don't even have the best record in the league. Are you trying to tell me the New York Knicks are the best team in basketball for the regular season? Bullshit. They're not even number one. The Detroit Pistons is. There's nothing the best about the New York Knicks. And this is coming from a New Yorker, a guy from New York. That's the most meaningless award in basketball. Now you're going to have somebody scoring a lot of points in games, and that's going to seem meaningless. Because somebody else is going to go for this record because they know they're going to have the ability to do it, right? Now somebody's going to go for 84. I'm pretty sure within a few 2 to 3 more years, somebody's going to go for 84. They may not make it. They may get 74. They may get something like that. But somebody's going to go for another record. But this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm kind of glad that a guy like LeBron James didn't get it. Because if LeBron James scored 83 points, everybody and their grandmother, all these LeBron, fanboys would be sitting here talking about he the GOAT. Right? The fact that Bam Adebayo got 83 and none of the big-time superstars did it, and they got all the offensive freedom in the world, is kind of crazy. This should be a Kevin Durant doing something like this. Steph Curry, right? Somebody that's a marquee name should have been dropping 83 points. Not no Bam Adebayo. Freaking nuts. Yeah. But you know what the problem with that, Jay? The biggest problem with the whole money in the NBA, guys get the bag without even trying. So why are you going to play hard when you already got the money? Back in the day, you had to earn superstar money. Now you don't have to do it. No? And another reason why Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, he's the only guy that could turn whatever he had in the league as a weakness to his strength. Whatever you say Michael had a problem with, he corrected it and fixed it. A lot of guys don't fix their weaknesses. They only go to their strengths, and their weaknesses stay their weaknesses. No, Jordan was different. Whatever you say he can't do, he turned around the next year and improved on it. You know who only had that same determination like that was Kobe Bryant. Yo, I did. Bro, this game was like 148 to 1 something. This man Bam Adebayo outscored his whole Wizards team. They were just giving the man the ball. The man been to the free throw line more times than James Harden. He got most of his points at the free throw line. Nuts. How many times you going to call the whistle on Bam Adebayo? We got to check. We got to do a fact check and see how many people fouled out. The Wizards play like they was a JV team. It's a high school basketball team. Who the fuck in the world? Like, how you let Bam Adebayo score 83 points on you? Who in their right mind will let Bam Adebayo score 83 points on you? How nuts is that? That's freaking nuts. He said, I'm done with the NBA. Bro, it's a laughing stock. It's a joke. Bam Adebayo not even a scorer like that. Like, who the hell was this guy playing against? People at the playground? Like, take some pride in being a professional basketball player, dude. You let Bam Adebayo score 83 points on you? Like, yo, Black Hand B. It's a different story if this was Kevin Durant, right? It'd be a different story if this was Steph Curry, right? But the fact that it's Bam Adebayo, I'm scratching my head like, what? I thought it was like Bam Adebayo scores 83 points in 2 days. I thought it was something like that, but when I looked at this, I'm like, what? I had to go and watch some of the game. No, I watched half of it. I didn't finish watching the rest, but I did see the highlights of him getting 83, and he got it at the free throw line. For Bam to give you, he's not even a scorer like that, Black Hand. He don't score. He's not a scorer. He's a shot blocker / quote unquote defensive basketball player. Did he just give this man a ball all night and tell him to score? I'm convinced the fix is in. That whole team just let him say, hey, we don't want to play basketball for the rest of the night. We're going to let you play. That's crazy. It make more sense for even a guy like Anthony Edwards to get 83 points, right? A Luka to get 83 points. But a Bam Adebayo? Yeah, man, shit. Bam Adebayo got 0 championships. But this game will forever haunt the Washington Wizards. They're going to have nightmares about this game because Kobe Bryant, when he was alive, he was still trolling Jalen Rose and all them guys. They had nightmares over that 81-point game. They would tell you that. All the moments that they had of this man scoring 81 points on them. Now the Washington Wizards are going to have nightmares telling stories of how Bam Adebayo scored 83 points on them. Yeah, of course, the Lakers better without LeBron James. You see they're whooping on Minnesota tonight, right? Yeah, something is just weird, right? For a guy to score 83 points, even in today's league, somebody on that team got to sacrifice. A lot of guys got to say, hey, I don't want to play tonight. I'm going to let you take all the shots. You're going to have to take a lot of shots to get 83 points. Doesn't care what era you in. You're going to have a green light to shoot the ball as much times as you want. Right? You got to have the green light. Yeah, exactly. There's no defense in today's league. Anybody could score points. Backhand, me and you could drop 83 in the game. We'd be at the free throw line 20 times. Crazy. All the NBA cares about is guys having scoring records. That's why you see a lot of guys get their record broken. But if defense has somewhat of an impact in today's league, records wouldn't have been broken right now. A lot of records would not have been broken if you didn't widen the game up. But it would make it more special when they do get broken. Now they have no meaning to them. They have no feeling to them. Yeah, hey, that's a problem. I'm an Eagles fan, by the way. And for us to lose a lot of our players, it is what we take a step back. So now the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles won't be much good next year. I don't suspect the Eagles to be a good team next year. And I'm an Eagles fan. Yes, he scored 83 points. It's absolutely real. It's not a glitch in the system. If I said Kevin Durant did it, you wouldn't been that shocked. But Bam Adebayo, yes, it is a shock. but it's also expected because guys can score a lot of points. I believe a guy, I don't know what, I think it was last year or this year, somebody came off the bench or dropped like 60 points or something like that. I forgot what the story was. But when you have guys coming off the bench that could give you 30 points, 40 points from just shooting the ball because nobody playing defense, yeah. Basketball games are just a highly glorified all-star game. Nobody playing defense. That's all it is. It's just guys, freedom of scoring. I score on you, you score on me. You know who would have a good time in this era? Carmelo Anthony. Because Carmelo Anthony was known for not playing no defense. So this is the perfect era for Carmelo Anthony. You mean to tell me Carmelo Anthony is free to score and play no defense? Carmelo Anthony had 62 points in one game as a New York Knick. I remember watching that game. And if he played in today's league, Carmelo Anthony would have dropped a 70 ball. He'd drop a 75, somewhere-ish about that. Carmelo Anthony would have loved this era. Prime Carmelo Anthony, bully ball. Woo! Nobody would be stopping that man in the post. And the funny part is, he'd be the one offensive fouling people, and nobody would call it. They would call the foul on the defender. That's how crazy that people don't favor defense no more. Yeah, Carmelo Anthony be like the second coming of Wilt Chamberlain right now. Because he was a poor scorer. Carmelo Anthony had a sick mid-range game, a sick post-up game. LeBron had no answers for Carmelo Anthony, especially their first few years. LeBron had definitely in their rookie season. LeBron had no way of guarding Carmelo Anthony in their rookie season. And this is when they was playing a little bit of defense. Way much than they're doing now. So let's imagine what he would do in today's league. All these natural score. Even a guy like Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas would have like 30-plus points a game. He'd be like Allen Iverson in today's league. That's true. But LeBron don't play no defense anyway. LeBron's never been a good one-on-one defensive player. He's a good help defender. Like he will help you out. Double team somebody. But he's not a good one-on-one stopper. He ain't stopping nobody. LeBron ain't stopping nobody. So a lot of guys cook LeBron James, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony. LeBron couldn't even guard an old Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant used to cook LeBron James. And then on the other side, he had shut LeBron down. You seen what Kobe did to LeBron in the All-Star game. LeBron don't play no defense. That's not even up for debate. He got cooked too much times to play. He can't even guard Kevin Durant. He can't guard none of these dudes. I can name like 10 players that LeBron James cannot guard. Right? But a guy like Kobe Bryant, I can't say that for Kobe because when Kobe wanted to clamp down on somebody, he clamped down on somebody. I could never say Kobe don't play no defense on somebody because when he ready to play defense. He always turned it up in the postseason. Yeah, I mean, somebody better do something with this Washington Wizards team, man. You let Bam Adebayo score 83 points on you? Lord have mercy. Allen Iverson will score a lot of points in today's league. Oh, my God. Allen Iverson was like lightning quick. Imagine what he would do in today's league. These natural-born scorers. Allen Iverson will have a 40-point game season. Absolutely. Exactly. I guess they're only looking at one side of the ball. And LeBron's not even a good offensive basketball player. LeBron's not a go-to skillful basketball player when it comes to scoring. LeBron's good at a lot of things, but he's not great at nothing. That's the way to sum it up. He's a Swiss Army knife, but he's not a master of nothing. Good at a lot of things, master of nothing. That's LeBron James. There's nothing that he's excel that he's really good at. He's not the best free throw shooter. He's not the best one-on-one scorer. He's not the best one-on-one defender. He's not the best rebounder. There's nothing he do that's the best. He's just good at a lot of things, but not the best. Yeah, Allen Iverson will have a field day. He'll have a field day. Him and Isaiah Thomas will have a field day. Isaiah Thomas will score like 30 points a game in today's league. Easily. Easily. Yeah. I think LeBron got spoiled because he was celebrated since high school and he never worked fully on his game. He just figured, hey, I'm good at a lot of things. That's all I need to be. He never stopped to think that I should be great at stuff. He's not a great post-up basketball player. There's not one thing that he's really elite at. He's just good at a lot of things. I can't even say he's a good passer, right? Because he don't really make teammates better. He just played with a group of talented players that he just passed the ball to in the LeBron system, you know? So I can't even say he's a good passer. I can't say he make teammates better. I just can't. Because you're playing with talented basketball players that don't need you to be good. They're already good in the first place. Even if they're role players, they're like 6 mans of the year. You're not making them great. They've already been good. If you pass the ball in the LeBron system, that doesn't mean you're a good playmaker. You just passing the ball when you get double teamed or stuff like that. You know, you made your own little system that don't work. The LeBron system got him all them rings. Yeah, it got him them 6 finals losses. Because if he actually played in the system, maybe he would have more than 4 championships. Because there's no way he should be sitting on 4 championships. Because y'all say Shaq underachieved with 4 championships. So what is LeBron James then? If Shaq didn't reach his full potential because he only got 4 championships, LeBron James definitely didn't reach his potential. LeBron never growed. He never mastered anything. I'm still waiting for him to develop a post-up game. He got one of the weakest post-up games I ever seen. Still never developed. Yeah. This man played for LeBron James been playing basketball since the dinosaurs was on Earth. And you only got 4 championships? No way. And the fact that you've been to the finals 10 times. GOATs don't go to the finals 10 times and only win 4. Sorry. Kobe and MJ, if they went to the finals 10 times, they would not have no 6 finals losses. I can guarantee you that. Michael Jordan did what LeBron couldn't do in 13 seasons. Let that sink in. And LeBron still can't do it. And you playing like 20 plus years. Talk about being left back. It's like what 50 Cent is doing to Papoose. He did a little post today, was like 50 Cent crazy. Yeah, he did a little post today. Failed rapper career. 25 years as a rapper. 0 hits equals Papoose. Papoose been rapping for 25 years and all you got is mixtapes. You ain't got no classic albums. You ain't got no hit songs. You, sir, are a rap failure. Y'all making fun of 50 Cent like y'all making fun of 50 Cent like he a failure. 50 Cent is one of the most successful rappers in hip-hop history. He did what most guys can't do in 5 years. The man is a global icon. And the only reason why these guys get talked about is because they're talking about 50. People don't care about the rapper. They only care about the fact that you mentioned the 50 Cent name because it's 50 Cent. 50 crazy though. 50 crazy. He's the ultimate troll. That's one guy I would not want to beef with. 50 Cent is one of those dudes that you just don't beef with. He never ends. He never stops. He's enough to make you like, you know, your hair return gray dealing with 50 Cent. Man, leave 50 Cent alone. Leave that boy alone. You're going to be tortured for the rest of your life if you deal with 50 Cent. It's better to be 50's friend than an enemy of 50 Cent. Ask Ja Rule how that turned out for him, right? Everybody that beefed with 50 Cent, you know, their careers never really popped off too much, you know. No, it's not too late, T.I., though. You could still say you sorry and apologize to 50 Cent before he dropped that documentary about you. Because if he do a documentary about you what he did to Diddy, oh my God. Oh my God. You're gonna be looking like a pedophile out here, you know. But I leave that alone. You know. But yeah, man, a lot of shit going down. And also, in boxing news, Floyd Mayweather will fight Mike Tyson as an exhibition, and then he's going to fight Manny Pacquiao. I believe in September is Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao too, and that's another clown. This dude waited over 16 years? Wait, hold on. No, 10 years. You waited 10 years to face Manny Pacquiao for a rematch. This match is way overdue, bro. And why are you coming out of retirement the minute Terrence Crawford retires? It's gonna be a fun. Yeah, that Space Jam remake was trash. LeBron James, stop trying to remake something. You ain't Jordan. Make your own Space Jam. You know, you should be creative and original on your own. Why are you making your own Space Jam? If I'm Michael Jordan, I'd be like, yo, dog, do your own shit. Stop making my shit. Space Jam should never be no other basketball player other than Michael Jordan. I don't care if you have to use AI to make him look young again. No, you don't do a sequel to Space Jam without Michael Jordan. LeBron, get your own fucking IP. Bro, you're not Michael Jordan. No, you wear 23 because you want to be like Mike. You ain't Mike. You are not Michael Jordan. Jesus. Even Kobe Bryant didn't wear 23, and he idolized Michael Jordan. He wore 24 to say he was a 1 point better. You should have did something like that at least. But you chose to jock the guy's complete style and wear 23. Yeah. Bro, this is just really, really crazy. The fact that this man scored 83 points is nuts. You know? 80, this man was what? Shit. 17 points away to 100. If this game went to another overtime, he probably would have got that 100. And he wasn't tired at all. Because all his points mostly came at the free throw line. How you score 83 points and you ain't exhausted? Because I remember when Kobe Bryant scored 83 points, he was tired. I mean, 81. Kobe Bryant was tired. His legs was noodles when he scored that 81 points. He was tired. When he walked to that bench with his hands like this, he was tired. He actually had to earn that 81 points. All right? Them dudes was trying their best to stop Kobe Bryant. This is just nuts. Fucking 83 points. The NBA is trash. This is the worst NBA era of all time. Period. Let this era end, please. Please. And why is LeBron James playing in today's era? You're not even from this era. Go and retire for once. This is the Anthony Edwards era. This is the Luka era. But it's a trash era because these dudes got their greatness questioned now. You're never going to know how great Anthony Edwards is. We're never going to know unless they change these rules. Luka don't even play no defense, but he don't need to, see? Because today's league, you know. Yeah, man. Exactly. He didn't break no sweat. And this man scored 83 points. Most of them was at the free throw line. And he laughing and joking as he scored 83. He could have added injury to insult and score more. Crazy. Nuts. Steph Curry going to try something. Give Steph Curry 43 shots. Give Steph Curry 43 shots, and most of those shots are threes. Hey, Google, what's 43 times 3?
That would be 129.
Oh, shit. Okay, so if Steph Curry makes 43 three-pointers in a game, he has 129 points. Okay, maybe we got to take some of those off. Lower that. So he don't even have to hit 43 points. You don't even have to get 43 threes to get 100. You know, so let's lower that. You know, if he makes 30 three-point shots, he have 90. All right. Because he's more than capable of hitting 43 shots in the game. If you give him that, you give him that option. Is the only thing is he don't have the freedom to shoot the ball 43 times. He just don't have the freedom to do it. Steve Kerr won't let Steph Curry shoot the ball 43 times. But if he did, even if it's mixed with three-pointers, he could get 90 easily. Steph Curry could get 90 easily because he's the greatest three-point shooter of all time, right? Now, that's something that at least somebody have a title. He got something that he's excelled great at that LeBron ain't. Steph Curry is the greatest three-point shooter of all time. LeBron James ain't the greatest of nothing in no category. He may be the greatest stat patter of all time, but that's not nothing to brag about. So you could say Steph Curry is more important in his era than LeBron. Steph Curry changed the game. Steph Curry make people shoot threes. People don't go to the basketball court and say, I want to play like LeBron. They say, I want to play like Steph. Steph Curry transcends the sport of basketball. He's part of the reason why all these guys shoot threes. So even he's more transcendent than LeBron, and he got more championships than LeBron, but not more, but the same amount of championships as LeBron with less tries. It only took him 6 tries to get 4 championships. So if he'd been to the finals 10 times, you could add another 4 to that list. He probably have 8. If Steph Curry was in the finals 10 times, he would have probably 8 championships because he already doubled what LeBron did in 6. He already matched what LeBron did in 6, excuse me. Yeah, me neither. I never heard nobody say that. Never heard nobody say that. So you may not even be the best basketball player of your generation. That could easily be Steph Curry. And Steph Curry saved Team USA. We probably would have lost. And we probably wouldn't won the gold medal if it wasn't for Steph Curry. Steph Curry had them cojones to put us on top. He saved LeBron James. So LeBron James wasn't going to save nobody. Steph Curry bailed LeBron out the same way Ray Allen bailed LeBron out. Because if it wasn't for Ray Allen, if he wasn't on that roster, LeBron James would have 7 NBA Finals losses. 7. Think about that. If Ray Allen never joined the Miami Heat, they would have lost. They would have lost. I remember watching that game, and even I was in shock. I'm like, there is no way the Miami Heat should be losing this game. I was feeling sorry for LeBron a little bit. Because I was like, man, bro, you're going to lose again in the finals? It's only a few seconds later. I legit thought that, hey, this was over. This would have been over for him. If LeBron had lost that NBA Finals, I think mentally he would never recovered from that. You know, kind of felt sorry for the guy a little bit, to be honest with you. I said, yo, you can't go out like this. You can't go out like that. You know, crazy. Yeah. You heard the stories of LeBron and Dwayne Wade saying Kobe Bryant was the master. He was the number one on that team. He led the team. You know, they said, man, this guy was a killer. You know, we thought Paul Gasol was on Spain, and he said, no way Kobe would attack Paul Gasol. Kobe attacked that team. So that's crazy. So it's just crazy that the fact that this guy scores fucking 83 points and fucking Bam is not even a fucking scorer. I still can't get that out of my mind. So now when you mention guys that break records, you're going to mention Wilt Chamberlain. You got to mention Bam Adebayo and Kobe Bryant. That don't even fit in the same sentence because Bam got 0 championships. 0 championships. But he going to hold that record? That record should have been on the superstars level. That should have been for a superstar. That got to be for a superstar. And that's crazy. And this man stayed at the fucking free throw line. Crazy. And we all know Bam can't shoot no damn threes. All right. So he can't shoot that. He can't score off the dribble. You know, he just embarrassing. Wow. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. I know somebody was going to break this record, but I didn't thought it would be Bam Adebayo. I thought it'd be like an Anthony Edwards that he'd get hot and he'll break this record, right? You know. But even if he did it, you'll second guess it and question it because it's too easy to score in today's league. That's the problem. That's the problem. You know. But that's the NBA for you. That's the NBA for you. And for all those who think that the Lakers are going to win the championship this year, not happening. Not happening. They're not winning no championship. They're not title contenders. You know. And Anthony Edwards was one of my MVP candidates, but because he's playing with the roster that he's playing with, and he had them third in the West. And Victor Wembanyama, he took his game to the next level. He got a bunch of nobodies on his team, and he's able to win games. You feel me? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. But, yeah, Kobe will always be above LeBron James, always. He's a better basketball player. He's a better scorer. He's a better defender. And he has more impact on winning. Because Kobe would never sit with no 6 NBA Finals losses. You would never give that to him. He would never have that. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And a lot of times Kobe won championships. He beat teams that LeBron couldn't beat. LeBron couldn't beat the Orlando Magic. Kobe Bryant did. LeBron couldn't beat the Boston Celtics without the Miami Heat. Kobe did. It is what it is. So, but yeah, I believe the NBA probably needed something to talk about. They say, you know what? Let's just give this man as much free throws as we can to make a record. Something don't seem right because there's no way in hell that this guy should score 83 points. He don't get a bag for it. You know, If I was to tell you Dennis Rodman scored 83 points, will you believe that? You know, these dudes, they're not natural scorers. But I mean, it is what it is. The record is there. That is fucking nuts. I lost the words, man. I really don't know what to say. I have nothing to say. I'm shocked. You know, yeah, it sounds like a myth. This game is going to be one of those games that people talk about for years. And they're going to say, I still can't believe this dude scored 83 points. Bam Adebayo? Who is that guy? How long did he play basketball? Do you remember a guy named Bam Adebayo? He's going to go down in history as the most unknown basketball player to score 80-plus points. Because nobody will never know who that guy is. Years from now, you're going to ask who Bam Adebayo is. Did he ever win a championship? What team he played on? Bam, who? You know, I guarantee you some people are not going to even know he scored 83 points. They're just going to say, Wilt Chamberlain scored 100. Kobe Bryant scored 81. Nobody else never scored more than that. And then when you say the name Bam Adebayo, people are going to be like, who? A Bam who? Yo, son, I'm telling you. It's fucking crazy. But hey, records are made to be broken. But this is one hell of a record for a guy that don't score. You know, and everybody's gonna do their best to sweep this under the rug because he's not a superstar. This is something that people thought LeBron James could be doing, or Kevin Durant, somebody like that. You know, even with triple doubles, LeBron's supposed to be the triple double king. Why did Russell Westbrook average a triple double for like what, 2 seasons? That's supposed to be LeBron's job. That's not supposed to be Russell Westbrook averaging a triple double. LeBron was the guy that loved triple doubles. And you let Russell Westbrook beat you to the punch? You're supposed to be the first guy to average a triple double before Russell Westbrook. It's supposed to be Oscar Robertson and then LeBron James as triple doubles, right? Because that's what you liked it doing. You took pride in having triple doubles. I mean, to tell me you couldn't average one? Yeah, I actually do. Washington Wizards is now going to have to play basketball better. It's something like this that's going to make or break the Washington Wizards. That's the thing. It's going to make and break. It has to make and break them. If they don't recover from this just makes them fold, right? But we're going to see how important and how tough the Washington Wizards are, because this is going to be something that's going to be remembered for the rest of their lives. They're not going to forget this day that Mr. Bam Adebayo scored 83 points on them. That is nuts. That is nuts. But nevertheless, man, you guys have a good night. We're going to call this, this is it. I think we dissected and broke this down. You know, oh, by the way, Bam Adebayo's mother was there clapping too, right? So I don't know if he had the mindset of wanting to score 83 points, but his mother was there, you know. So, yeah, crazy. But nevertheless, yo, we out. Peace. It's been a pleasure. As always, I'm out. Peace.